Hey guys, so bit of a disaster. Everything on the last recording corrupted. Well, when I say everything, the camera fire basically screwed up. I went to put it on my in my editing software, and I couldn't find it. I checked. I filmed stuff on my phone. I checked the files, I checked the files on the computer, I just couldn't find it anywhere, so I'm really sorry about that. To be honest, that recording was a bit of a mess. You know, it took over an hour, no, it took over half an hour to do one section, so honestly, hopefully you guys will be glad that you don't have to see that bit. I think it was... So what basically happened was we had to mould a knife out of ice, and we had to go down into some tombs and then find this golden knife that one of the archaeologists was looking for, and it turns out it was the archaeologist and politician, or mayor I think he was, or councillor. He was the one who committed the murder. So, without further ado, let's go on with the next one. Again, guys, I'm so sorry about the other recording. I might just keep these videos to about half an hour from now on. Right, so this is where I started off when I'd finished the case.
The letter is on the table, Holmes. You should take a look.
Yeah.
The letter is on the table, Holmes. You should take a look.
Oh, here we go.
A wax seal with the monogram E.B. I can tell from Lestrade's handwriting that he was in a hurry when he wrote this letter.
Whoops. Didn't mean to do that.
The Brackenstall family coat of arms.
Dear Mr. Holmes, I should be very glad of your immediate assistance in what promises to be the most remarkable case. It is something quite in your line, except for releasing the lady. I will see that everything is exactly kept exactly as I have found it, but I beg you not to lose an instant, as it is difficult to leave Sir Eustace there. Yours faithfully, Inspector Lestrade. Okay.
So, what is it, Holmes?
Promising, as always. It appears to be a case of murder.
So you believe that Sir Eustace
Another murder
is
case.
dead?
Yes.
I should say so. Lestrade wouldn't have sent for me for less. His writing shows considerable agitation, and he is not an emotional man. These people belong to high society. The quality of the writing paper, the E.B. monogram, their coat of arms. The crime was committed before midnight.
Holmes,
Do you know that?
how can you possibly tell?
Well, it is all thanks to Lestrade. He wrote his letter at 3:30 in the morning. Imagine the chain of events before that. The local police had to be called in. Scotland Yard was notified. Lestrade himself had to make haste there, and finally compose the letter he sent to me. All of that makes for a fair night's work.
It makes sense. Lestrade also speaks of the woman he released.
That seems to indicate that she had been held somewhere during the crime. Much time has been wasted. Let us find a cab and go to Abbey Grange immediately. I live in hope of an interesting morning.
Wow, okay. So, yeah, guys, I'm really sorry about what happened with the previous video. I was going to upload it, like, wait. No, it wasn't the, yeah, it was only the camera footage that corrupted, so I was going to upload it, like, just the video footage, but I thought that wouldn't be right, to be honest. Okay.
Ah, Mr. Holmes and Dr. Watson, here you are. I'm very glad that you have come, but perhaps I should not have troubled you after all.
And why is that?
Lady Brackenstall has come to her senses, and she has given so clear an account of the affair that there is not much left for us to do. You remember that Lewisham gang of burglars?
What, the three Randalls?
Exactly. The father and two sons. It's their work. They stole a silver service, which is of great value.
Sir Eustace Brackenstall is dead, then?
Yes. His head was knocked in with his own poker.
A violent
Ouch.
act of aggression.
Yes, the poor lady. She has had a most dreadful experience. She was assaulted and tied to a chair. But I
Jesus.
think that you would best see her and hear her account of the facts. She's in the morning room with her maid to raise a right.
Where is the body of the deceased?
In the dining room. We haven't touched anything.
All right, I'm going to examine it.
Very good, Watson.
Lady Brackenstall awaits you in the morning room.
Hello.
Ladies, allow me to introduce myself. My
Aye.
name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm assisting Inspector Lestrade in this investigation.
Mr. Holmes, I am the wife of Sir Eustace Brackenstall. We were married only a year
What
ago.
happened to you?
I am sorry for your loss. Please accept my deepest condolences.
I suppose that it is no use my attempting to conceal that our marriage has not been a happy one. I fear that all would tell you that, even if I were to attempt to deny it.
Has he hit her? Okay, if this is a domestic violence thing, then maybe she tried to fight back, but she didn't exactly fight. She might have, like, without even meaning to, like, just killed him. So the bruises are fresh, so... Ah, God, that's gotta hurt. Ah. Oh, God. She's got old bruises, so is he hit her before? Oh, God.
You mentioned that your marriage was not a happy one. Was there anything specific that was troubling you?
He was not a nice man when he was drunk, and he suffered from dark moods, but nothing else.
The bruises on your hands are at least 1 week old. Your husband caused those bruises?
Oh, do you? Yes, he did. He was very angry at the time. Out of control. Again. Sir Eustace was a drunkard. To be tied to such a man for life is worse than death.
Can you describe to me the events of yesterday evening?
Is it really necessary? I have already told Inspector Lestrade all that
Fill me in.
happened.
Yes, madam, it is.
I will tell you then. Sir Eustace retired about 10:30. I sat in this room until after 11, absorbed in a book. Before I went upstairs, I entered the dining room to fetch a candle and... oh God.
Please, go on.
As I approached the French window, I found myself face to face with an elderly, broad-shouldered man who had just stepped into the room. Close behind the first man, I saw two others. One of them struck me a savage blow with his fist and felled me unconscious to the ground.
And then?
When I came to myself, I found that they had secured me tightly to a dining room chair. It was at that instant my unfortunate husband entered the room.
He fought with the intruders?
Yes, I think he had heard them, for he was holding his stick. But they were 3, and he eventually succumbed. One of them, the elder one, struck him a terrible blow with the poker. I fainted once more. When I opened my eyes, they had withdrawn. Then my brave Teresa came to my assistance.
Did these 3 villains steal anything?
Yes, I found that they had taken the silver from the sideboard, but you can see for yourself in the dining room.
Your ladyship?
Can I speak to...
Teresa, I would like to hear your testimony.
Certainly, sir.
Maybe she defended his the wife because she had the maid had enough of him hitting his wife. Maybe. Coffee, right. Ugh. Right. There we go. What happened last night?
As I sat by my bedroom window, I saw 3 men in the moonlight down by the lodge gate. But I thought nothing of it at the time. If I'd known...
And then?
I went
She
to
sounds
bed,
Australian.
and it was more than an hour after that I heard my mistress scream. And down I ran, to find her tied to the chair and him on the floor with his head smashed. That's all I know.
See, so at the end of the previous case, I convicted this man, but I got them mixed up. I actually, in my head, I thought it was this man, but I got the names mixed up. So, because of my stupid... Because I got the names mixed up, I ended up getting the wrong man sent down, maybe. Don't actually know that for sure, but...
Sir Warthen Brackenstall. Lord Brigham Brackenstall.
The body is still in the dining room where the murder took place.
Right, cheers.
Lord Ramsay Brackenstall.
How many?
Baron Lyndon Brackenstall.
Bloody hell.
You should examine the body of Sir Eustace Brackenstall.
Ouch. Rough night. Yeah, oh, he's alright. He's just hungover.
So, Watson, what have you learned from examining Sir Eustace's body?
Well, I can confirm that the death was instant. Sir Eustace was facing his attacker when he received the blow to his head. There are no other apparent injuries.
The head was cracked with the force of the blow.
Can I turn it at all? Or...
That must be the murder weapon. Quite a large stick, a formidable weapon. Barefoot, he had therefore been in bed and did not have time to fully dress. It is covered in blood. Sir Eustace might have struck his head upon it while falling from the blow.
Ouch.
That is one possible explanation.
Right. Okay, no proper deductions yet, that's fine. I hate doing this.
It appears that the bell rope was cut by someone taller than me. A fur trader's cabin.
Okay, so I've got to inspect the room as well. Ah, got ya.
Please leave my Mary alone. She's suffered so much, she deserves some rest.
These scratches are most definitely made by the picture frame. This is Sir Eustace's safe. There may be something important inside. I must ask Lady Brackenstall to open it.
What's the
Lady
combination to the
Brackenstall,
safe?
could you open this wall safe?
No, it is my husband's safe. I do not know the combination.
We have to open it. Your ladyship?
Right.
Let us try to open this safe. This safe can be cracked. I only have to pay attention. The dial will vibrate when it is set to the correct number.
It's not vibrating. Right. Medical report. Ah. Okay. So he wasn't a very well man. Mentally and physically, it would
Antique
appear.
coins, possibly of value, but they're scattered without care.
Cash.
It is common practice to keep one's valuables in a safe behind a painting. It should not really pose a challenge for a criminal.
Oh, great. So the Randall
The
gang's back in
description
the
of the
street.
Randall gang provided by Lady Brackenstall is identical to the one in the Times article.
Is there anything that still needs... Ah, there's more stuff in there.
This photograph of Lady Brackenstall and her maid Teresa was taken at a port, but which one? So the lady and her maid came from Australia a year and a half ago on this ship.
Is that all? Okay, so I'm done in here, it would appear. I don't want to go outside yet.
The hunting scene. A decanter standing next to the open bottle, an inseparable pair indeed. Chateau Calon-Ségur, French wine, Grand Cru. This glass has some wine traces, but no visible beeswing.
What?
There is beeswing at the bottom, as if the wine had not been decanted before being poured. This glass has some wine traces, but no visible beeswing. It is rather strange that only one of these glasses has dregs of beeswing inside it, while the other two are clear. Sailor's knots. That's interesting. This rope was handled by the murderers. We need a scent hound to follow their
Toby!
trail. I will take it with me.
Yay, we get to use Toby. Okay, so that's a good introduction to this case. I'll continue it in the next episode. I don't want to record for too long because it'll get boring for you guys. So I might just keep it at 20-30 minutes now. So if you've enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to see more of the murder of... oh god, I can't remember his name. But yeah, I'm really sorry about what happened with the previous video. I'll try and make sure it doesn't happen again. So I'll see you very soon. Bye guys.